Tired of not hearing back from artists when you send them your beats? Maybe you're waiting on a response from your favorite MC. Look, I've been there. It's tough, but like a wise man once told me, if you have the right tools, you can achieve anything. On the other side of this intro, I share with you the tips, tools you can use when pitching your hottest beats to your favorite artists. Let's go. Welcome to another episode of Platinum Lyrics and Beats. I'm your host, Trey Boy. I teach aspiring music producers how to create and sell dope beats online without the confusion and frustration of wondering where to start. On Platinum Lyrics and Beats, we look to assist you in getting started in your music production career and help you make some life-changing music and money. All right, you want to increase the chances of getting a response from your favorite artist or any artist that you're pitching your music to. All right, just in general, I got you. And just before we start, I want to give you this tip. It's better to pitch to an artist who's on the same level as you at first. Like, start off there. Don't sleep on the artist coming up beside you. Okay, they will be closer to your reach. It will be easier for you to work with them. I'm just letting you know. Okay, but anyway, these 4 tips will get you started either way. All right, number 1, make sure the beat and song fits the artist. All right, when you go to the shoe store and the gentleman that's helping you out, he's not going to bring you a shoe that doesn't fit. Even if you don't tell him your shoe size, if he's been doing this for a while and he has experience, he can look at your feet and tell the size of your shoe, the shoe that you need, or he can get close to it. Why? Because he's just not trying to sell you something. He's investing in the whole process of connecting with you and giving you the best service possible, giving you what you want. He may even look at the styles of the shoes you're wearing and know what kind of shoe you want. Okay, just like that, we have to study the artist and have a sense of what the artist is looking for. All right, you don't want to send them all of the beats that you've been working on. You want to send them beats that fit their style of music, unless, of course, they ask for something different. Other than that, stick to what you know they like. You know, depending on the artist you're working with, this will determine the play that you have to run. All right, if I was sending Drake a beat, I would make sure it had a catchy melody. All right, if I was sending J. Cole a beat, I would most definitely make sure he could tell a story on top of that beat, man. I would make sure of that. All right, on and on. Study the artist you're looking to pitch your beats to and listen to the different elements and instruments they use in their music. Put your own touch on it. Don't copy it to a T, but definitely get in the same world they are in. All right, number 2, be ready to edit your tracks. When an artist reaches back out to you, they may very well love your beat, but they may request for some of the samples, the drums, maybe the melodies to be removed, or even request to have the volume levels change. It's common for an artist to ask, you know, for certain changes in a beat or a song, you know, different elements in the song. That's common. They may ask for things to be removed or edited. I had an artist who raised the volume on the certain instrument that we were using at the time. I had it tucked away in the back, in the mix, in the background. Okay, so he wanted to bring it more to the forefront. All right, I didn't necessarily agree with that, but it didn't hinder the integrity of the beat. I don't get into a lot of back and forth. You know, when I'm dealing with artists or producers, they like what they like. I like what I like, you know. If it's too difficult and we can't agree, then we just have to agree to disagree. I'm sure we can come to, you know, some conclusions to get the song out there. You know, just like Quincy Jones says, I remind myself that the music always has the biggest ego in the room, right? The music has to get out there to the fans so we can change the world with our music and beats. That's what it's about. We can't not put out a song just because we can't agree on, you know, a certain sound or whatever, especially if that music, the songs, the lyrics and everything is going to help enhance someone's life. All right. Ask yourself these questions when you work with an artist and they ask you to edit your music. All right. What sounds good? Is the change really that big of a deal? Will it destroy the song? Now, I will say this. There is a time to be heard, to let your voice be heard. But just be wise when you start letting words fly across the room. It all starts with respect. Give respect, and hopefully you receive respect in the process when you're working with an artist or a producer. All right? Number 3, have your paperwork prepared. This is very important, man. We have to start this from scratch. Nothing is worse than having an opportunity to have your music placed on a project and you can't move forward with the deal because the paperwork isn't prepared. All right. What kind of paperwork? I'm talking split sheets. All right. If you work with other producers on a beat, make sure you get those split sheets signed and prepared. When the time comes for that beat to perform, you can show proof of ownership to the artist that's requesting the beat. All right. You can find and download split sheets online. Look, they're everywhere. You can find them online or ask an entertainment lawyer. All right. You can find split sheets everywhere. They're not, difficult to find, and they're not, like hard to fill out. They're really easy and self-explanatory. All right. Okay. Now here's a bonus tip. Having a producer or artist or the musicians, whoever you're working with, sign a split sheet before they even leave the studio. Right? Don't wait until they move to another state across, the country to get that particular beat placed, and you can't provide proof to the music supervisor or the artist that you own that beat. It's your beat, but you work with somebody else. You want to show that it's your beat and you have permission to use that beat in whatever way you want. Okay? That's not a good look. Ask me how I know. All right? Now, this is simple, but necessary. Number 4, be consistent. I'm not here to tell you this is going to be easy, but I am telling you to be consistent and persistent. You will succeed in getting your music to the right people if you are consistent. Be polite and professional, but keep sending those emails, man. Sometimes you do have to bug people, man. They have to know how serious you are. Keep showing up in the studio. Keep showing up at the shows with your flash drive or whatever device you're using to house your music, your beats. All right? Keep branding yourself and make sure your custom producer tags are on your beats so everybody knows who you are. All right? If you ask a producer that has made it in the music industry, I promise you, one of the main ingredients that got him or her there was consistency. They were consistent. So check it. Make sure the beats and songs fit the artist. Don't send them something that that doesn't fit their style of music, all right? Be prepared to edit your beats. Don't let your pride or ego get in the way. The fact that they even reached out to you means that, hey, they dig your music. So don't trip. They just might want to make a couple of changes. Don't trip on that. Don't let your ego get in the way. Next, have your paperwork prepared. Don't be embarrassed by not having your split sheet signed by other producers, artists, and musicians that contribute to that track. Don't put yourself in that situation. Last but not least, be consistent in everything that you do, especially in the music business as a producer, artist, musician, whatever you're doing. But I know I'm talking to a lot of aspiring music producers. So look, be consistent. All right, it will pay off and you will succeed. You got to love this. It has to come from your heart. Can't be something you're doing just for the money. Music has to come from your heart. All right, and look, maybe you're just deciding to become a music producer and you don't know where to start. That's why I'm here every week dropping gems on the episode, Platinum Lyrics and Beats. That's why I'm here, man. I got you. If you want to start producing beats and selling them online to your fans, watch the Producer's Blueprint. Go to Aspire Producers Lab. I'll show you the equipment you need to get started. I'll teach you how to create dope beats from scratch. I'll give you the blueprint on how to sell your beats online. You can watch the free video today at aspireproducerslab.com. The link will be down below as usual. Thank you for listening and supporting the channel. Subscribe so you can watch helpful videos like this every week. To all the dope music producers out there, keep producing that life-changing music. All aspiring music producers, hey, go out there and put in that work so you can help us change the world one beat at a time. I pray this episode will inspire you to get started in your music production career and help you make some life-changing music and money. Have an amazing day. Let's get that work. See you next week. This Trey Boy. I'm out. Peace.